In the beginning, we had to do 3 weeks in like university housing, like through UCSB, and so we were there for 3 weeks. And during that time, we had like Spanish students called monitores helping us out, like to find actual places. And my monitor was friends with one of the guys that I ended up living with, so that's how I got there.
I lived with one girl who was a part of the program. She went to UC Davis, and we had a host mom, and it was just us two and her, and she spoke like the most, like, I can't even explain to you her Spanish because they speak different in Argentina. Like, they have like different pronunciations, I guess that's the word I'm looking for, and they use voice form. So like the accents in different places, so it's like okay to read, but like when they speak so quickly with like all the like different noises, like my host mom, it was like ridiculous how much I could understand at the beginning, so I just didn't try. But then it got better, and I felt like once if I could like understand like 50% of what she was saying, I could understand like 100% of what everyone else was saying. So I guess it was good living with someone who spoke such crazy Spanish, because it like helped me learn more. But she was awesome, she was really nice.
So the awesome thing about Costa Rica is that it's program specific. So basically the whole 2.5 months is really, really structured. So basically when we first got there, we had some orientation or whatever. We got to meet our professors. We stayed in a hotel for a couple nights, and then after that, we went on field trips. So we went all around Costa Rica basically. We went from being in pre-montane wet forest down to the coastline. We went on an island for like 5 nights. We were in a fishing village at one point. Like, what was awesome about that is we fluctuated between like a refugio to like a field station to a homestay for 5 nights, and then like pretty much back and forth. We were literally in tents for a few nights too on an island. Like, so that's what was I think really unique about Costa Rica is it wasn't just I'm living in an apartment. You know, like. It's really variable, which is great.
I guess in a total 5 times. 5 times, but each time was a learning experience and well worth it. And yeah, it kind of it's like you're compromising your comfort of having a good place to go home to and like feel relaxed at, but at the same time you're forcing yourself to learn about the city and how public transportation works in different areas, where certain places are, and kind of find like the shortcuts and things. So like when people are all lost, like, oh, I'm trying to go to this club, you're like, no, I know this way, I know this route, like I take this all the time. So yeah, that helped out.
In comparison to the UC system, well, the program that I went on, like the University of California, like all of them have a special relationship with this particular university. Like we get our own special counselor, we get our own advising and stuff like that. But in terms of like the quality of education, it just really depends on what your major is and what you're studying, and also if you take classes in English or in Portuguese. But if you take class, like for me, the classes in Portuguese are around the same level of like difficulty and challenge and quality than what you expect back home.
Basically, we were only at the institute for about 2.5 weeks to take Spanish courses. And the rest of the time, our professors literally traveled around with us the entire time. They went on all the field trips with us, and basically it was a field-oriented program. So basically all the ecology, we took tropic ecology, diversity, agroecology, a research class, and then that Spanish class that was at the institute. But all of our courses, everything we learned was experienced like on a hike or on a field trip.
Spanish, I tested into obviously Spanish 1, and so beginner and then intermediate the second time, like the second level. And it was like pretty much like a vacation, because we had to study, but we were studying the language that we were speaking. So I don't know, it just didn't feel like real school. But it was Monday through Friday, so that made it kind of hard because you couldn't like travel on every weekend, you know. It was like kind of restricting in terms of that, but it was still awesome because it wasn't like stressful like a school load, you know.
I went to La Universidad Católica, and it was a very big school, a lot of people, a lot of very smart people, but I really enjoyed it because they were really helpful for the most part.